Hey all, Quackcane here, currently rating some arcs. I don't think it's a stretch to say that throughout the history of the medium of video games, there have been trends. Back in the 90s, it was the mascot platformer. During the 2000s, it was the brown and grey shooter. And around 2016 to 17, there was the rise of the Battle Royale. These trends make sense, because there's that one game that usually draws people in. In the 90s it was Mario, in the 2000s it was Call of Duty, and in 2017, if I have to name this one at this point, I'm going to resort to violence. But now there's the trend towards the extraction shooter, and it has me wondering, why? I mean, yeah, they were doing alright on Twitch, I suppose, but does that really mean everyone needs to do it? The closest thing I've touched to the genre is Modern Warfare 2's DMZ, and The Division's Dark Zone, if that even counts. If Bungie, the guys who made Halo, can't muster anything more than a meh, then what chance does any other studio have?
How was your day, honey?
Pretty intense, but I brought something for you.
1 minute and 13 seconds later.
Where do you get that?
I'll take 10, please. Arc Raiders is the latest game developed by Embark, a team of former developers behind Battlefield and Battlefront. The last game they put out was The Finals, one of my personal favourite multiplayer games right now. Needless to say, I had a bit more faith in these guys than most, and I really wanted to see what they had done here. And fucking Christ, they did it again! Let these guys cook! The vibe of this game is immaculate. Let me set the stage for you. The year is 2180. The once shimmering beacons to the progress of mankind have been left to be reclaimed by the earth, along with all the remnants and scattered memories of those who tried to hold out to the bitter end. Now Ark, with its drones and colossal machines, guard all that remains with relentless efficiency. And humanity, now in hiding underground in the settlement of Speranza, no longer fighting to reclaim what was theirs, but for just another day. Okay, let's begin with the visuals. They look incredible. The team at Embark decided to go for a retro sci-fi aesthetic for their world, and it looks phenomenal. Just look at your screen, the rolling dunes, the lush green, the ruins of civilization laid bare. It's all so brilliantly realized. Then there's the sound and the music. Now the music deserves props. Whoever made it deserves a raise. The mixing of synths with the occasional traditional instrument breaking through, it fits the tone perfectly. But sound isn't just music. It's the gunfire flying past your character's head. It's the sound of Ark buzzing over you and screaming when they spot you. It's the hiss of a distant flare as another radio goes down. It's the way your voice echoes through the halls as you call out to another. Which is to say, the sound design is top tier. But it's not important to Arc Raiders, it's integral. It gives you an idea of what's going on, where it's going on, and if you should stay clear or not. Here's a hypothetical. You hear gunfire. Only it doesn't sound like a rinky-dink pistol. No, it sounds more like a warthog. Would you go there? For me? No, absolutely not! Unless I want to catch another raider off guard. This lends itself to gameplay, which reminds me I haven't really talked about gameplay. I'm going to get to that. You are sent to one of the zones in the Rust Belt to gather supplies, for crafting equipment to make later journeys easier, or to gather goods for one of the many denizens of Speranza, and hopefully, extract. On your 30-minute excursions to the surface, you will have to contend with Arc drones and other raiders for loot. Now what makes Arc Raiders work is its emergent gameplay. One encounter usually leads to another. You may run into another raider and start a firefight, only for an Arc drone to spot you and start shooting from another angle. Or maybe you'll be scavenging a house, only for a tick to try coupling with your face. You shoot at it, only for the gunfire to draw in other raiders and Arc machines to investigate. And in the case of some of the bigger Arc machines, the best option is often to run and hide. So you're constantly navigating the environment, the hostile bots, and the uncertain other players. With the world, the art design, the sound, and the gameplay, it all comes together to make one of the most immersive multiplayer experiences I've had in years. at least whilst you're in game. Whilst you're in Speranza, it's a different story. You're mostly confined to a main menu screen and a couple of tabs. So I have to ask, did Speranza have to be confined to a menu screen? I can't help but feel that in a game as immersive as this, could have done more with its main settlement. A player space where people can walk around, like in the White House of the Division 2. I just think it sucks that in a world as rich as this, you can't explore one of its main locations organically. Though I don't expect this change to be made, I just figured it was a bit of a shame. Then there was the occasional bug where my screen would go black after an extraction or after I boot up the game. Perhaps that's a bit of a smaller thing, but I still think it needs to be worked on. Other than those couple of things, I believe Arc Raiders is a damn good video game. At least it was when I played, and hopefully it will be when it comes out, whenever it does. Anyway, thank you for stopping by the Quack House, and I hope we see you all again very soon.